Hello everybody, my name is Rojo and welcome back to Wizardry VII Crusaders of the Dark Savant. So last time we went ahead and got Nerb a new personal skill by way of the 5 flowers that we were hunting down for Shen Shang, who I actually ran into while I was running around and doing some selling. He didn't really have too terribly much to say. Aside from that, yeah, so I got some different equipment for some people. Got a couple little upgrades, like some new gloves here for Fenpo and Gertrude, as well as some new boots, which are basically on the same level. I just bought them over at Paluk's after selling a couple things. Not too much change for Alima or Elise. Yeah, we're still looking for maybe some helmets. That would be nice. But, yeah, I got a new, got some upper plate mail for Gertrude, and, some new legs and gloves for Ulu. And, here for Nerb, oh, and I got Ulu a shield finally, too. He could actually use a slightly better shield, but, Paluk didn't have one. So we'll keep an eye out. But yeah, and then I put the necromantic helm back on. Somebody mentioned that perhaps I should do that, and yeah, I mean, I don't really see any reason to not, honestly. We have enough magic since we got to go heal and everything to do a remove curse if we need to actually use the item for some reason. But anyway, yeah, I also walked us back up here to the mountains, so I believe this is basically where we left off. I think we went over here and got ourselves a flower. And now we're going to get ourselves a fight of some kind. Some spirits, it's fine. We'll just do that real quick. Yeah, so I think there's a path down below that we haven't taken. And I may just reset this right here out of convenience, we'll see. But yeah, there's a path down below we haven't taken, and there's a path to the south here as well. So I'm not really sure which way we need to go. I guess we'll go ahead and do a few sane minds here real quick. And perhaps some cure lesser conditions as well. Just to deal with some of that fear. And then we'll be on our way. Let's see, I did a little bit of identifying with Alima, which is why she's down. A couple magic points. But there we go, everything seems to be fine here. Ah yes, we got our flower there. Let's also actually just cast a quick one of those. And we'll be on our way. We'll check out this area first, I guess. Yeah, and I decided to come back up to the mountains. Oh my god. Wood Dryads and Mano Groves. Okay. So we'll definitely kill the casters. Yeah, I decided to come back up to the mountains primarily because we already started exploring it and I didn't want to forget where I'd been or how to get to where I wanted to go. So, yeah, that was a big factor in the decision. And plus we're carrying around these 45-pound things of vines, which I'm guessing are going to be used in this area, and I don't want to carry them around forever, so I figured we'd see if we can figure out what they're for in this area, and then we'll be done with them, hopefully. These trees are actually hitting us a little bit. Ooh, ow. That was a big hit, even with our slightly improved armor class. Here we go. Seems like, yeah, these trees are maybe a little bit on the tough side, but that's alright. We will finish them off this round, I imagine. And then see what else we got over here. I'm going to guess maybe another path. There we go. I don't think anybody got any levels or anything off screen. Didn't really do that much fighting. Just a little bit here and there. This will take the potion. Cure paralysis, you say. I think we probably have some of these somewhere. Yeah, there we go. Just slap that right on the pile. And see what else we got. Or maybe there's actually just nothing over here. Fair enough, I guess. Well, I mean, that's fine. We still got the... Oh, wait, no, hang on. Is there a path? No, okay. It's a little hard to tell on the minimap sometimes. Well, in that case, yeah, we'll climb down the mountain. And instead, we'll go this way. And see what's down this path instead. Oh. Frost Giants and Fairy Witches. I think we'll try to hide this time around. Okay, sleep doesn't matter when we're all hidden. Icy Frost, not so good. Looks like we missed with that. I'm not catching what that unaffected thing was there exactly. Yeah, I don't know. We're definitely going to go ahead and fight this group of witches. We're going to go ahead and we're going to silence this other group, and we're going to do an Angel's Tongue for some buffing. Definitely want to get these spellcasters out of here. I'm really not as worried about the giants. Weaken, also not that big a deal. Good, alright, everybody's silenced. Ooh, they missed us with the thing there. Alright, now that the witches are silenced, we can focus on the giants instead, since they're probably the bigger threat here. Yeah, I'll tell you what, let's use a Chromatic Lyre just because we can. And you got to go first there. That's our snake speed kicking in, hopefully. Yeah, as I mentioned last time, snake speed, I believe, basically just gives us better initiative potential, so we get to go first more often. I'm not sure exactly how much it makes a difference, especially at only 4 skill points, but, you know, the more a nerd gets to go first, the better off we'll be, I think. Took a little bit of damage there. Alright, good stuff. This should be a pretty good chunk of XP, I expect, by the time we're done here, too. Also, yeah, we got about 40,000 gold. I got about 7,500 for the Vulcan Hammer that I sold. And then I just dropped a bunch of stuff on the ground, because it, you know, wasn't really worth all that much anyway. And that just is going in our import stash for Wizardry 8. We'll see what we actually end up needing out of that. But I figured better to have it than sell it for like a couple gold. Alright, so we do have another path here. Climb up the mountain. Remain here, and also always do a quick heal on you. Minus 16 AC, that's ridiculous. Ridiculous. Alright, we got another fight. I got a feeling that we must be getting... Oh. A soft apparition appears upon the mountainside. She pauses momentarily, gazing in your direction. There is something she is holding in her hands. Then she turns away and soon vanishes without a trace. I think that might have been Helinda. She turned herself to gold, right? Had a gold face, at least. Yeah, I was gonna say, I imagine we're kind of getting toward the top of the mountain at this point, but, I'm wondering if this is the necromantic helm at work here, letting us actually see her. Although I don't think she was supposed to really be invisible to begin with. I think it's the critters and creatures tormenting her that were supposed to be invisible. Okay, what do we got here? Many witches and some vultures. So this time, since we don't have giants, I think we just attack. I don't think the vultures can get us unless they have some breath attacks or something. So we'll fight with all of you, and then we'll silence with these guys, I guess. Okay, they're not. I mean, they got some HP, but they're not super tough. Didn't quite get them all with that. That's unfortunate. Because that's the group we're not attacking. And we get the other two. So we're, you know, doing alright. Trying to do some conjuration, huh? Interesting. Some make wounds. Ooh. Enough damage to kill and also turn to stone. Alright, here, yeah, I think we just, fight the witches. And then we'll see if we can put the birds to sleep. So far, so good on the witches. I see these are actually these are all fairy witches. And we did put all the vultures to sleep. So yeah, this is going pretty excellently at this point. Oh yeah, these are like super low level. That went pretty well, I would say. Oh yeah, not too terribly much XP out of that either. Alright, let's see what we got. From a tree, hang long thick vines. Yes, of course. Climb up the vines. And another thing of vines. What is that, like 4 of them we have now, I think? She's got 2. Let's see if maybe we can distribute these a little bit better. Not really. Maybe if we switch out the cherry bombs. And we'll give them to her. Nerv's got quite a bit of strength. His stats are pretty fantastic. Anyway, yeah, so vines we've got 1 there. None there. There's 2. 3. And 4. Okay. So we've got 1,000 feet. 1,000 feet of vines. Alrighty. So then, I guess the only other way to go is going to be this way. Ooh, giants. A lot of frost giants. I think we'll hide. Luckily, they're pretty slow. We'll go ahead and we'll just fight with everybody and use, let's see. Use that. And we'll see how this goes. Pretty good damage there, I would say, on one of them. There we go. There's another one. And really only one left. Ooh. Owie. Could have been worse, I guess. Hey, in a samurai level, we'll take that. Her stats could be a little bit better. Alright, skills. Yeah, she's never going to use any of this stuff, so it doesn't really matter. There you go, 50 points in climbing. And honestly, like, she doesn't really need any of these skills, so I don't know. Let's just increase her climbing. It doesn't matter. More power strike. It's really getting up there now. And academia. More crit for sure. Yeah, alright. I guess we'll see if we can find... Is that everything? Yeah, I guess it is. I guess we go up the mountain again. Thought we were getting close to the top, and maybe not. Alright, 3 more, I'm gonna guess frost giants. And I was right. So we'll just go ahead and do this, this song and dance once again. It seems to be working pretty well. Might need to get a little bit of stamina back on people pretty soon. Getting a little tuckered out from just beating all these giants to death. Alright, good stuff. Okay. Where to go next? Let's just explore that real quick, I guess. It's a new area of some kind, by the looks of it. Ascending into the dark sable crown of the Witch Mountains, you feel as if about to set foot upon an ethereal stage of unnatural forces. Well then, what do we have here? We have a fight. Just a regular... Oh my god. Ha! Everybody hide. Can these cast spells? They sure can. Sort of. They can do something alright. A lot of screaming. It does damage. Interesting. I think we fought these before. Toward the end of that one fight. And they're all trick-or-trees. Interesting. Okay. I don't think a silence is going to help us here. So I think actually what we do is we're going to take a round to do some rather substantial buffing instead. What could we do? Actually, you know what? This is what we'll do. We'll do that. Do a haste. What else can we try? How about... Let's try Create Life. We don't use Earth Magic too often. These guys seem pretty tough. Let's get a magic screen going. We'll get an armor plate going. And we'll get the Angel's Tongue going. Then we'll get an Enchanted Blade up as well. Got a Godzilla. It's a pretty good nuclear blast by the looks of things. Just softening things up a little bit. Okay, so the magic screen is helping us a bit. Not sure why we're being unaffected so often. Maybe it's just the levels at this point. But at this point, I think we'll start fighting like so. Except you were going to give us a enchanted blade. Okay, yeah, we're gonna cut through these guys, no problem. Probably could have just done another nuclear blast and been done with it, but it's alright. That one nuclear blast almost did him. If I had casted it just another power level higher, it might have just been enough by itself. Not sure Godzilla's doing anything, though. Which is a bit strange. That's alright. I think that haste is really helping us out here as well. Yeah, I don't think he's doing anything. I'm not sure why. Maybe because we're killing everything too fast? I'm not sure. Now I gotta wonder, are we gonna get to fight one of those at some point? Seems possible. Oh, well there you go, he did something. 24,000 experience, wow. Alright, so maybe I treated that fight with a little bit more respect than was necessary, but after last time we fought Nasty Trees, I didn't want to take any chances. Alright, what do we got? We got a whole bunch of nothing. We got dragon lizards. Let's just swing at them. Take them out before they can do too much crap to us. Hopefully. Well, they got quite a few HP. There we go. Alright, not so bad. Didn't even have to put up with a single breath attack. And now we find a cave. A strange sound can be heard from somewhere distant. Sounds like a woman crying. Then it sounds like it is calling out to someone, and then turns into a spoken whisper. But it is too faint for you to make out the words. Is that so? Alright, let's go this way first. Feel like there's a fight probably coming up soon here. Surprise, surprise. Ooh, we got bugs. We got bear weevils, we got venom weevils. We'll hide, and then we will destroy them. Ooh, but not before we get poisoned. Can't forget that crucial step. Alright, let's go ahead and we'll just fight those guys, and then we'll put these guys to sleep. Hopefully. And I don't think we'll... Probably don't really need to rest just yet, even though our buffs are starting to fall off. I mean, if our detect secret falls off, then I'll probably rest. Or if we start seeing more difficult encounters, I guess. Alright, go ahead and just cure yourself real fast. Ooh, wasn't enough, huh? Try again. There we go. Alright, what do we got? Nothing here. Oh yeah, one thing I forgot to mention. Shen actually does sell some stuff. We could have gotten some more samurai armor. And like some ninja weapons and armor and stuff. Nothing we needed, so I didn't buy anything from him. But, you know, just in case folks were wondering if he had anything. What do we got here? We've got black birds. We'll just fight them. Spectral ravens, it looks like. Two more. One more. And none more. Alright, good stuff. Save the game. Move on. Let's go... Well, there's nothing here. Never mind. Assumed that was going to go somewhere, but I guess not. Uh-oh. Okay, not that many moths. We'll just fight them. And we'll put, hopefully, those ones to sleep. That's a good start. Okay, good. Yeah, I'm happy with that. Couldn't have really gone much better. So let's go ahead and just finish these guys off, and we'll be on our way. Okay, moving right along. Deeper into the cave we go. Before you appears a shackled ghost. It looks pleadingly at you, as if wanting something from you. Then it becomes angry and charges, a grimacing demon. Its face becomes like death, and it enters into you, only to disappear and leave you cold. So very cold. Fenpo silenced. Everybody is... Oh no, a few people got silenced. But we're not cursed. How long are we silenced for? Forever? I don't know. Tell you what, let's get do the old backup save slot. That sounds like a good idea. And yeah, I'm just picking a direction and going here. I have absolutely no idea where it is we want to be at this point. 2 spirits. I think we'll just... You know what? Just as a test. Try that. I just want to see. If he gets a turn anyway. Before we get into like a... Yeah, okay, he is silenced. Okay, so our front 3 characters are silenced. That could be a problem. That could be a problem. Oh, and there goes our detect secrets, so we'll take that opportunity to go ahead and we'll rest for a little while here. Okay, that should be good. And, yeah, I guess... Are you still silenced? Let's find out. No, she's not. Was Alima not one of the ones that was silenced? I'm not entirely sure. Try that. I guess it was just temporary. Or maybe it only shows up in combat? Like, what if I try to cast it from this screen? No, it's all totally fine. Huh. Well, yeah, I don't know. I guess it just wore off. Or something. So I won't worry about it too much. For now. Okay. Let's hide. Let's definitely hide. Because of that. Ooh, sleep, huh? And fireballs, okay. Getting spicy. And horde bile. Oh, good. Well, that's a terrifying group of enemies if ever I've seen one. What are we gonna do about this? The good news is the fire crows are in the front now. So that's gonna make this part easier. Gertrude is gonna try that. Ulu is gonna try that. And Nerb, I think, is gonna do... He doesn't actually have haste, huh? I don't think Nuclear Blast is the play here. Instead, maybe... Give me one of those. Okay, that's good. Okay, that's really good. Alright, so we had a rough first round, but seems like things are coming back in our favor now. They're going to be taking a fair bit of damage, but we are basically entirely at full resources when we came up here, so we're not in any trouble just yet. As long as we don't get too many more fights like this, back to back to back. There should be a decent amount of XP as well. Yep. Very nice. Alright, yeah, definitely, let's take a sec to do some healing, I think. That sounds like a good idea. Okay, maybe not with you, or you. You've got a lot of magic. So we'll go ahead and make use of some of that. You've got quite a bit of magic, so we'll use some of that. You've got a bit of magic, so... There we go, that should be fine for now. Upon the wall of the cavern hangs a mirror of black stone. As you approach, a spectral face with teeth of gold appears within. Rat's tails and demon's blood. What name be under South Witch Hood? Rat's tails and demon's blood. What name be under South Witch Hood? I don't know what she's asking me. South Witch Hood, like the Bronx? The Hood? I don't know. Yeah, I think that was the answer. Okay. So we have we have opportunities to come back in this direction. So we'll explore here later. Let's instead pick a different path and see if we can find some answers. Because I don't think this book of ours is going to have the information that we require. We know about Helinda, of course. We just know that she has 4 sisters. We're envious of her. Yeah. South, east, west. But yeah, there's no name. So instead, let's just check out this way, and we'll see what else we can find. All right, more birds. We'll just fight the birds. That's fine. Thankfully, these are not fire crows. Ooh, paralyzed though. I didn't recall them doing that, but okay. We'll handle that shortly enough. Alright, give me a quick one of those, and I think we'll be all set. Yes, indeed. Alright, what do we got? Okay, just a random encounter here. Possibly followed by another encounter. Okay, we got a lot more birds this time. I think we'll be fine to just fight them. We actually might even be able to split our attacks up a bit. Try something like that. Or this may mean we don't kill all of them in either group. Entirely possible as well. Okay. 1 person, 2 people frightened. That's unfortunate. Might have gotten that first. We might get this first group. I thought we maybe killed them all already, but I think this will be the last one in that group. Yeah, so we can just finish these guys off, and then we'll do a little cure lesser condition to finish things off here. Okay. All right, cure lesser condition, and who else? Cure your lesser condition, if you would please, and we will be on our way. Alright, what do we... Oh, we got another fight, as predicted. Okay, this could be tough. Minoscales and ghosts. And I'm gonna start by... Am I gonna start by hiding? I don't think I am. I think instead, I'm going to start by doing that. We're going to fight all the ghosts. And then we're going to do one of those. Get some resist in there. For sure. So I don't know how well this level 3 Nuclear Blast is going to do against them. We'll see. Doing this mostly for speed than cost effectiveness. Okay. Yeah, the ghosts, probably the biggest threat here just because they're annoying spells. Which is why I attacked that group instead. I didn't think that these ones had the breath attacks and everything, so yeah, I think I made the right choice by kind of ignoring them. Go ahead and just use that, I guess. Should be able to get at least one of these groups taken care of, maybe two. And then we'll see about the other two, I guess. I think these things can paralyze us, though, if they hit us. So, gotta watch out for that, I guess. Alright, so what's left? Definitely one left in that other group, I think. Yeah. Alright, so we'll take care of that one. Take care of that one. That one. That one. That one. And, I'll tell you what. Let's try that. Maybe big fat acid splash to the face will take that last one out. It did! Haha! How about that? Alright, decent amount of XP from that. Ooh, we got another mirror, okay. Black stone. Yeah. Spectral face with a nose of gold. Toad's warts and black cat's blood. What name be under the West Witch hood? I have absolutely no idea. So we'll ignore that as best we can. Okay. So we don't have the information we need for these, which means we may end up leaving here kind of empty-handed, more or less. So I'm not sure where exactly we're going to find any of that information, honestly. I mean, we do have other avenues of exploration, so I'm not super worried about it just yet. What do you think? Vultures and blackbirds. I think we'll just fight these guys. And we'll do a silence as well. And then we'll just go down the line and do the birds and all that good stuff. Shouldn't be too difficult here. Alright. We're all set on the witches. So now we got vultures to worry about. Which are starting to run a little bit. They can actually hurt us a bit. It's a bit annoying. Alright, everybody can just go ahead and fight. And we'll shoot through these two groups of vultures in no time. Or birds, or whatever they are. Okay, last group. So yeah, I'm wondering if we're going to find the answers that we seek in this area as well. You know, we heard about the whisper and all that. So, possibly, maybe, if we find out where that's coming from, we'll have the information required. Okay. We can go that way, or that way. I guess we'll go this way. You see a moving swarm of dainty glowing lights up ahead. Okay, I wonder if this is the necromantic helm helping us out here. Little lights seem to be moving always ahead of you. Some wisps, I guess. The tiny lights have disappeared into the darkness. Oh, another fight. With... Oh my god, that's so many enemies. Tell you what. I have a plan. Plan is... everybody dies. And... yeah, that's the extent of the plan. Hopefully. Oh no, she fizzled. God damn it. Well, at least we get the silence off. We'll try another asphyxiate. Ooh, sonic fires. How dare you? I think Fempo has asphyxiate as well, so maybe we'll try it with him. Because we don't use his wind magic very often. There you go. Try that and see if we can just speed this up a little bit. Things are getting interesting here in the Helinda Witch Cave. There it is. From out of the darkness, the swarming stars engulf you. Uh-oh. Aha. 3 witches' lights. I say we just swing at them. They probably got some nasty stuff. So we will try to do a silence as well. Alright, well, maybe they're not that bad. Silence did not land, though. Okay. So, there's a chest here. Okay. I say, what was the point of all that? But remains to be seen. Perhaps this chest will have the answers we require. Just as soon as we get through all the rock lizards. There we go. Little chunk of XP there. And a little exploration. Let's see what we got. Open. Do a quick divine trap like so. And let's see. Whoa. So we've got 2 on the bottom there, at the very least. Probably a fireball trap by the looks of it. So not the worst trap if we do trigger it. Probably. And we did. Ooh! Spoke way too soon. Alright, well, we have plenty of magic. We'll take this stuff. And, we'll... let's make a new save. I mean, we'll probably go back to our main save at this point. Because I'm guessing that silence was just a temporary thing. But, still not quite sure. Anyway, let's see what we got here. 1 bat necklace. 1 haunting stick. And crushed widows, which we don't really care about. Okay, what does a bat necklace do? 50% light resistance. Interesting. Haunting stick. 3 to 7 damage plus 1. 3 to 5 spooks. Whereas 3 charges at level 5 or 5 charges at level 3. I don't know. Not much to it though. Usable by mage, ranger, bishop, samurai, monk. Is that right? Interesting mix of classes there. It's not even extended reach, primary only. So yeah, I'm not really sure about that one. Let's restore our game, and we'll just see if we can get anything else out of this instead. So, Divine Trap. And we've got at least one on the bottom left there. Whoops, well, whatever. It's fine. It was Magic Sparks. Jewelry Staff Powder. Okay, I'm going to assume this is all the exact same stuff. So, maybe there's something to what's going on here. Yeah, another bat necklace. Another haunting stick. And I'm going to guess crushed widows once again. Okay. We'll try this one more time. And if we don't get anything different, then we'll just load up our save, I guess. Disarm. And what do we got? Basilisk Guy. That's not very good. Yeah. Jewelry Staff Powder. Not even going to look at him this time. So that's just what we get. Well, I don't know if we should be using any of this stuff or what. What do you suppose a bat necklace does for us? Who do we even give it to? Give it to you, maybe? Just to see? If it's going to do anything, but I don't expect that it will. And then, come back over here. Got the haunting stick. Maybe that's used for something, that could be. And then we'll just give you those. Maybe we can use those for your artifact skill. I'm just curious if the bat necklace will let us hear something that we otherwise wouldn't be able to. Otherwise, we definitely want to put the Midnight Cloak back on, I think. What do you think? Probably just like an absolute plethora of these. Maybe not with you. You just fight. Yeah, we'll do one there. Just to kill these as quickly as we can. Didn't quite get them all in that one. This is valuable magic that we're using. One left. Let's see if he has the good sense to run away. Too late. We do need to heal, actually. I forgot about that. So let's definitely handle that situation. Alright, you heal yourself. Everybody's just going to heal themselves a little bit here, I think. Just to, make sure there's no funny business. I guess we'll do one on you. You actually didn't really get hit that hard, so... In fact, maybe he didn't even need any healing. I wasn't really paying attention to his actual health bar. There we go, that's pretty good. And last but not least, which I guess Elima could use a little bit as well. Okay, that should be good enough. So what do we got here? We got just another random fight by the looks of it. Ooh, with cave slimes. Let's just fight them. Be quick about it, and hopefully we don't get nauseated to death. Punch that slime. Gross. Okay, breathes poison. Only one person got poisoned though, so it could have been a bit worse there. Okie dokie. Let's definitely come down here and we'll just take care of that, hopefully. Yes, we did. Okay. Alright, moving along. Let's see what else we can find. More fights. Jeez. There's a lot of fights in this stupid cave. Okay, this one's a little tougher. This is a nuclear blast situation, I think. We'll go after these oozes. Like so. You do that one, and then another nuclear blast for good measure. Ow. Ow. So creeping crud's kind of dangerous, it seems like. Whatever the one in that 2 group is, anyway. Nuclear blast doing some good work for us, though, as it often does. Okay, poison, and this should kill a bunch of them, I think. Pretty much all of them, except for maybe the groups of 2. Okay, good crit. Seems like Luna's poison actually already ran out. That's good. What do we got? All right. So it could be way worse. All right. Yeah, we're fine. A little bit scary for a bit there, though. Let's go ahead and just make sure we can cure this poison here. And then we'll just do some more healing, like so. Okay, a little bit for you. And that's probably fine. Actually, one thing somebody mentioned, I think somebody mentioned that this Moser's tea restores magic points. Let's try it out and find out. Maybe on you. Did it do anything? I don't know. I don't think so. So maybe it does something else. I'm not really sure. Maybe I was thinking of something, some other item. So we go south there. Let's go north instead for now. Get into another fight. What do we got now? Ah, more spirits. We can handle just regular old spirits, I think. These seem maybe a little bit tougher than normal. Hard to say. A couple people got confused there. We'll fix that in a bit. Just got one left. This could be dangerous, though, if people start turning. Got like 2 of our highest damage dealers. Okay, we're just gonna dance and babble. That's good. That's what I like to see. Alright, let's definitely heal some of this. Do you have Sane Mind? You do. Sane Mind yourself. And Sane Mind... Sane Mind Arima. Okay. Good stuff. I just noticed. Look, her candle is bigger than her candle. Age 23, life number 4. Age 18, life number 6. Age 19, life 1. 19, life 3. 21, life 6. 20, life 3. Everybody in this party's died at some point. It seems like Alima's in a little bit worse shape than everybody else, for whatever reason. Right or left? Let's go left. Oh god, it's a maze of tunnels. Who knows where all this leads? We could be here for years, man. Quite a variety of enemies in here, too. Some of them are kind of nasty. These ones not so much, by the looks of things. I say as I get hit for 20 damage for my insolence. Okay, that's fine. What else we got? Is this just going to loop back on itself? It looks like it is. Okay, all right. Well, we've got like 1,000,000 miles of cave to explore, which we will continue to do when we come back. Hopefully we can find some of the answers that we seek in this area and, figure out what we're supposed to say to these mirrors that we found. I imagine there's going to be 4 of them, but who knows? I guess we'll just have to explore every corner of this cave to find out.